What song do you 100% believe is actually about drugs? Long shot. But hear me out. Cocaine. Eric Clapton. Casey Jones by the Grateful Dead has lots of obscure and cryptic references to drug use as well. That's actually a cover of a J. Cale song. The original is also better. Thumbs up. Tomorrow on BuzzFeed. 32 songs you love that you didn't know were about drugs. More like a year and a half from now. They are always behind on stealing. Ed Sheeran Bad Habits. The Weekend I Can't Feel My Face will be in there. Snoop Dogg. Smoke weed everyday. Bit of a stretch there. The song is actually called The Next Episode. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Snow. Covering everything from the culture of Southern California to drug use in Southern California. Parks and Rec. Under the Bridge. It'll go for a double meaning song. Golden Brown. The Strangler's either about a girl with golden brown skin, or it's about heroin, or both. Every time, just like the last on her ship tied to the mast at distant lands. Takes both my hands, never a frown with golden brown, yeah, I'd edging towards heroin. A girl with heroin skin. Horse with no name. Care to explain? Might as well just go ahead and say most late 60s, early 70s rock. White Wedding. So Billy Idol says. All about cocaine. And the number of people who played it at their wedding cracks me up. If you've quit cocaine and started again one day, that relapse is what's referred to as a white wedding. Yeah, white wedding being slang for going back to using after you've been away for so long. Thought it was talking about heroin though. But either way, definitely a drug song. Can't Feel My Face. The Weeknd. That can't possibly be about drugs. After all, it won a Nickelodeon Teen Choice Award. Damn, I thought he was talking about going to the dentist. Because I got high, Afroman. But the Alvin and the Chipmunk version. Blinding Lights. Basically every Weeknd song. This song encapsulates how it feels to have taken a bit too much of something. White Lines. Grandmaster Flash. Don't Do It. How far I had to scroll to find this. Now I'm having fun, baby. Feel good hit of the summer. Queens of the Stone Age. CCCCC Kuakara. Is there any song more about drugs? Semi-Charmed Life. Just a hunch because of the lines that they mention crystal meth. It'll lift you up until you break. This song blew me away when I realized it. My understanding is the band made it sound upbeat and happy because that is how you feel on meth. Pretty much every Blur and Gorillaz song from the 90s and zeros. Damon Albarn sure loved his heroin. I can get Clint Eastwood. With the sunshine in a bag. What other lyrics from Gorillaz would pertain to this? I sometimes feed the sparrows too. About 80% of Alice in Chains songs from the 90s. Godsmack. The Egg song. Not the band. Freaking bops, but once you pay attention to the lyrics you realize it's pretty fricked. Well, they have a song titled Junkhead. I think it's a pretty well known fact, especially since Lane overdosed. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. All that talk of it not being so is total bullshit. I 100% agree with you. Always found it weird that he denied the meaning of that song but was quick to explain that Day Tripper and She Said are both about LSD. Nah, I actually disagree simply because John Lennon is super open about which of his songs are about drugs. Why would he deny this one? White Rabbit. Jefferson Airplane. Obviously, it's very explicitly about drugs, lol. Feed Your Head. It's about Alice in Wonderland, which was kind of a drug metaphor. Amy Winehouse. Rehab. No. And Back to Black. Black Tar Heroin. A bunch of Oasis songs are surely about cocaine. All Your Dreams Are Made. When You're Chained to the Mirror Like a Razor Blade has gotta be a coke reference. I also listened to a podcast where Noel Gallagher talked about having a panic attack while on a coke binge, and I'm pretty sure that's what gas panic is about. Gas is common slang for amazing cocaine in the drug world. That checks out 100%. Hi by Sir Sly. Also Astronaut. Puff the Magic Dragon. My kindergarten music teacher got fired for teaching us that one. I am a 47-year-old woman and I cannot listen to that song without crying. I would prefer that it be about drugs than a poor lonesome dragon who lost his best friend and went away to a cave to die alone. It's a horrible song. I used to have a Peter, Paul and Mary CD and just had to skip that song every time it came on. It actually made me think of grandparents who are the absolute best things to grandchildren. Those babies always want to go to their grandmas and grandpas houses and play. and the grandparents just enjoy that time so much and get so much joy from the little ones. And then the grandchildren grow up and become too busy to spend time with grandparents. They are too cool to love on those old people anymore. Then the poor elderly can't stay at home anymore and have to go to the nursing home and live there with very few visitors because everyone is too busy. That is a false rumor, started by Newsweek and perpetuated by the New York Post. The song's writers, Peter Yarrow and Leonard Lipton, have steadfastly denied that the song had anything to do with drugs. It was about a boy who had a pet dragon. End of story. From what I can recall, the song Mr. Brownstone by Guns N' Roses off the Appetite for Destruction album is about heroin. The song Dr. Feel Good by Motley Crue seems to be about a big time drug dealer, whether real or imagined. Kickstart My Heart was about drugs, too. If I remember correctly, I used to do a little but the little wouldn't do it, so the little got more, and Maroa, Mother's Little Helper. What a drag, it is getting old. Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran is 100% about cocaine when it's no longer fun anymore. Some kind of drug booze addiction anyway. Lego House. Also Bloodstream by Ed Sheeran. The Rudimental remix is mint. Cocaine Blues. Johnny Cash. Along with Sunday Morning Coming Down. Placebo. Special K.